Am I surprised about it? Well, it's the Toronto Maple Leafs coming up short in the playoffs, so no, I'm not surprised that the Maple Leafs couldn't get it done. The only thing that's a little bit genuinely surprising is that the game being played, I think it was played in front of 550 first responders up there. I could have imagined that, in all seriousness, being a little bit of an advantage for the Leafs. They're in an empty building. There's not the pressure and the weight of all those fans and the collective tension that you sometimes get in a home Game 7 where the home team has a history of flaming out. I thought that might help them, but they are a mess. You said it. We think that the Penguins here have a lot of pressure, or the Steelers get a lot of attention and pressure. I would argue that both of those teams pale in comparison to how completely insane Torontonians are about the Leafs. I mean, that's the team there. What is it now, 1967? We're at 54 years and counting, with a whole lot of bupkis and a whole lot of questions for Marner and Matthews and Joe Thornton. Why would Joe Thornton, by the way, Pomp, he's chasing a cup. Why would he go to Toronto? Come on, man. You couldn't pick a worse spot of teams that are probably going to make the playoffs.
But I did think in that bad division, and it is a bad division, the worst of the four they put together, they had a chance, especially, John Tavares is out. That hurt them. But bottom line is, even without him, they should be able to win that series. You can say the same for Edmonton, which got ousted in 4 straight. And now you have Winnipeg and Montreal. One of those two teams is going to go to the Final Four of the NHL. And that's somewhat shocking to me, because I never thought any of those teams would be around. But there you go.
I mean, Winnipeg has some players that I like, Wheeler, Scheifele, and obviously in Montreal's case, and I think it's the reason, obviously, that they won that series, you've got Carey Price, you've got a puncher's chance. This is either why you love the NHL playoffs or you hate them. And I know this year is obviously unique in the format and how it's actually going to be determined who wins the Stanley Cup, but you don't really see this in hoops, Bob. I know you're an NBA guy. It's usually the best teams, or the teams with the best players, tend to win out no matter what, like the best individual star. But in the NHL, you can actually get some wacky results like this. And I can't frankly imagine that any of the league's TV partners are particularly thrilled with the idea that Winnipeg or Montreal, especially Winnipeg, is going to possibly be playing in a Final Four series here.
Well, in the NBA, they insulate themselves against that by just going out and getting whoever they want. It's a pickup game, and LeBron wanted Anthony Davis. Now he's hurt. He may not play in the next game. And Phoenix is a very good team, and they may take them down 3-2. Then again, you got Brooklyn on the other side of this, which is so loaded. I mean, they got all kinds of talent over there. I can't see anyone upsetting them in the East. So I think, Utah was a pick for me. I think they're a good team as long as Donovan Mitchell plays the way he's capable of. If he does, I think they're hard out. But you're right. In the NHL, anything can go. You don't see 8-1 upsets in the NBA very often.
Well, here is something that might surprise you coming from me, and I'd normally file this under get off my lawn, blah, 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 but man, as a guy who loves basketball, loves pro basketball even though the product sometimes aesthetically isn't that good because it's all threes and dunks, man, am I tired of these guys grouping up into super teams.
Me too.
I am exhausted by the idea that Kevin Durant decided that, and he and James Harden and Kyrie Irving were going to get together. Like, Kyrie, at least, I don't know, I liked it when Kyrie helped LeBron carry that Cavs team over the Warriors. I liked it when those Warriors teams would barely win over Westbrook and Durant and the Thunder, when they were actually on that team because they were drafted there. This Brooklyn thing, man, I don't know. I don't know how you get anybody that's a casual fan all that emotionally invested in a series when you're 99% sure which team's going to win, barring catastrophic injuries.
Right. And what Harden did to get out of Houston was despicable, in my view. But he did, because that's how it works in the NBA. Anyway, we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll open up the phone lines, get your take on what's going on in the NHL, not to mention a really fascinating game between the Islanders and Bruins. Call us, 412-575-2600. Love to hear from you on this Memorial Day, and thank you to all the veterans out there and their families. Many of those veterans have given the ultimate sacrifice. We salute you on that. Come back with your calls next right here on Pittsburgh CW.